Talking about global warming should be related to methane gas, increasing our temperature and the greenhouse effect. But few still understand that plastic. Yep, our plastic have an even wider impact on global warming. Plastic are one of the most natural sources of environmental damage. Nature has been showing us the sign: polluted rivers, sick animals, and suffocating soil, yet we keep ignoring them. I believe that reducing and rethinking our use of plastic is not just about control, but about listening to nature's warning, so that we can help our earth recover. Then, what should we do to handle that? Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. The honorable judges and audiences. Our topic today is the way to do climate action for combating climate change. But it's impossible if we don't talk about the source and the presence of climate change. Yes, I would focus more on plastic as the source and global warming as the presence of climate change. If only we listen carefully to nature, we would notice how it has been worrying us. Through rising temperatures, dying species, and polluted oceans. Instead of trying to forcing control over nature with convenience-driven habits like plastic use, we should respect its balance and walk alongside it. Nature has been speaking all along, showing us the consequences of our choices, but too often we choose to ignore it. Ladies and gentlemen, plastic unconsciously become the close friend of us. In every occasion, we are given plastic as the instant wrapper. In supermarket, in bookstore, or everywhere you buy things. It is easy. Just grab your plastic and put your things in it. The plastic, moreover, is usually used once. What next? Just throw, and you can see the plastic is everywhere. If we had realized since earlier, maybe we would have chosen differently. Instead of trying to control nature with artificial materials, we would have walked side by side with it, learning how to reuse, recycle, and reduce. Want to know more about plastic in Indonesia? The plastic waste in ocean right now, 16% of which comes from Indonesia. The United Nations Environment Programs, or UNEP, state that the amount of plastic waste in Indonesia entering aquatic ecosystems will potentially become 23 until 27 million tons in 2040. The result? The seabirds got plastic uses. The illness related to plastic ingestion, causing death. There's a critical need to protect marine life and environment. If we had listened to nature's cry, we would not have reached this point of destruction. By forcing our will upon the earth, we are paying the price with biodiversity loss and even economic losses. As BRIN, researcher Muhammad Reza Cordova warned, the damage could reach 250 trillion rupiahs. So, what should we do? Just keep silent without doing an action? Of course, no. Please, young generation, if we start listening to nature again, we will learn humility, to take only what we need, to live simply, and to care deeply. We need to act to save our planet. We need to act to be an eco-friendly generation. First, try to know how to reduce plastic. Programs like Plastic Pay by Bank Syariah Indonesia, or BSI, which turns plastic waste into e-money, show us how small steps can create harmony between humans and environment. When we listen to nature's warnings and adjust our lifestyle, we actually gain more, not less. The last but not least is our consistency. We cannot do all of this if we are not consistent. Let's remind ourselves, nature doesn't need us, but we need nature. By increasing sense of concern and care, by coexisting instead of exploiting, we become the generation that heals, not the generation that destroys. Barack Obama ever once stated that we are the first generation to feel the effect of climate change, and the last generation who can do something about it. So let's not only act for climate, but also listen and care for rivers, animals, trees, and air. Because Let's be the eco-friendly generation who can do something about it and also listen to nature. Thank you for your nice attention. I'm Rifa Eka Safitri from SMA Andres Jember. See you in the final. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.